Hello, greetings students and YouTubers, this is Darby again, and I have decided that I've been giving this talk for years in the classroom, and I'm now going to finally put it on the internet for the whole world to judge me. Hopefully not. Anyways, so some people, or it's a popular belief that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, meaning that you can't tell one person what art is and another person can't tell you what art is, and yada 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 yada. Which is true to some extent, but there's a difference between good art and bad art. So what basically happens is there's a series of ideas called the visual elements and the design principles, and when you use them together, generally they're going to help you make great art. Now you learn these rules and then figure out how to manipulate them and break them, which is kind of like, to date myself, saying that there is no spoon in reference to the Matrix. You kind of have to know things before you bend them. Anyway, so in the visual elements, there's line, shape, color, value, form, texture, and space. And so I liken them to ingredients that you'd use in the kitchen. So if I was going to make a cookie, you'd need dough, sugar, flour, salt, chocolate, whatever else. And if I just threw that in the oven and didn't do anything with them, I'd get a bunch of unedible junk. So that's where the design principles come in. Now you take those, and which I'm going to say is the recipe, and you follow those, you're going to get your cookie in the end. So to move on, let's go over here. I have my notes on the side. Design principles, we have balance, contrast, emphasis, movement, pattern, rhythm, and unity. And so depending on if you're in my 6th grade class, my 7th grade class, or my 8th grade, or you're just trying to brush up on terms, because in the art education world, we talk about these things all the time. I believe they go all the way down to early elementary, and we just keep adding on and adding on. And I know I went over these over and over again in high school. So if you're not used to these terms, that's okay. And if they're slightly different, I've seen that a lot too, especially with the design principles. I've seen lots of different words instead of unity or instead of movement. So don't worry about that. So basically, once again, that's what the design principles and visual elements are. So when you take those ingredients and those recipes and you throw them together, you're going to make beautiful art. So without further ado, I'm going to let you continue on your journey. Check out other videos, like, subscribe, and be sure to ask questions and wherever that's at, YouTube or in my classroom, Google, or so forth. Thanks for watching.